Mimo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Enra me who say issue be trendy wa Ghana. Now I am bringing you the issue right from the source. Now we ebeye Ghana for amowo Washington DC. Say say the Ghanaian embassy a ewo hono. Eyana Ghana for bebre now complaining. I think say even me Melodies grano. Some people have complained about sa embassy no atreme pen. Na DAC and say Okudzeto ablakwa aba abonten say with the firm support of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no omo close down Ghana's embassy in Washington DC. Omo apame nkrofo because apparently na Ghana phobia ye adwuma ewo Washington DC embassy no omo yusu eho ediaye enyamaboni bia nanka eni kwan. Let's go into the story and then send America no Ghana for amowo eho no mo ankasa munim de eko. Now yanko into the story no ne hwe de esi the previous government emreso no de na omo Washington DC ho no omo ye. Now say with the firm support of President Mahama, I have carried out the following drastic and decisive actions following the damning findings of a special audit team I put together a couple of months ago to investigate alleged corrupt practices at Ghana's embassy in Washington, D.C. Inti ohe Okudzeto nsemo awotra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etanechi na oma team investigation because omo tete nsem omo oba so a wababeda na foreign minister no otete nsem say now inyama bi ekoso ewo Washington DC embassy ewo ho no inti onu Okudzeto wanka say okay asem keka and or they take a decision on my team bi etenase e ma team no investigations na team ni investigations no omo ehun alleged corrupt practices ekoso ewo Washington DC ho into we take action right now. One, the immediate dismissal of Mr. Fred Kwarteng. I say Mr. Kwarteng was a local staff recruited on August 11th, 2017 into MPP time. Ena omo recruit papa bi na friend Mr. Kwarteng a wo ye adwuma Washington DC ho to work in the embassy's IT department or ye adwuma wo IT department. According to findings and his own admission, he created an unauthorized link on the embassy's website which diverted visa and passport applicants to his company, Ghana Travel Consultants, where he charged extra for multiple services on the blind side of the ministry and kept the entire proceeds in his private account. Me pesa mo shane so because allegations are ye raisy ewo Washington DC no very serious allegations are was say ini kwan say ye dismissing grofo ne keke was say ye prosecute omo. O say papa bi wo ho a ye friend Mr. Kwarteng MPP for by no mo appointing no ewo Washington DC ho no. Na investigations any papa nankasa ni admissions. So wono akasa agi atum se wedi bone be no ye ya papa no create unauthorized link to the embassy's website into Washington DC ho embassy ewo ho na omo website no papa nankasa kwa create link a yan hye ne se won create into wakwa create ono nankasa ne personal link e de ato website ne so because of IT department no mo handle website no wakwa create link a wode ato website ne so say uye Ghana ni na wokọ Washington DC website ho embassy website or say wokọ apply for visa and a passport wokọ click website ni so a ebe direct you akọ wono papa ne link ni so na de wakọ wono papa ne company a ye friend no Ghana Travel Consultants na wade wokọ the company ho na wo beji wo sika say wo wakọ embassy ho say wokọ apply for visa and a passport no direct way free embassy ni ho akọ no ne personal website no akwa ji usika won the personal website ne so owia we keep sika no won no private account mo at the blind side of the ministry. So since 2017 na years ade no MPP for person mo train say emra na foreign minister ewo ho no wonim MPP for asemo person mo ka train no na foreign minister no onim say papa ya de no wo Washington DC ni. Krumha Since 2017, no, yes, I dear way. Obi MPP 4% shares omu NDC buy na 4 months. Ya che papa no. Ama will not admit to say no, yes, sir. And they want to tell us the minister didn't know. Or see his illegal extra charges, which were not approved by the ministry and parliament as required under Fees and Charges Act, ranges from $29.75 to $60 per applicant. Oko so okwa obeji ebia 29.75, which is $30 and now $60. Ebia nebe also abrochi na want $30 in yesi kebia, $60 in yesi kebia. But what kind the number of people ebia obeji almost a hard year and yasem ketwa. The investigations revealed that he and his collaborators operated this illegal scheme for at least 5 years. Investigation stress no ene nkrofo bi na ebo pa wo mo di se adwumaye at least 5 years ni no mo gigi se sike yesi minister nim. This conduct has been reported to the Attorney General for possible prosecution and retrieval of funds obtained through fraudulent schemes. Yes. Intino ye de akwa to Attorney General enim se papai yenye na yen try no yen chi nintum boni awedi ni enji sika nim free nsem. That is the first case. It Okudzeto black one sema wodi atuja no number 1 no. Number 2, all Ministry of Foreign Affairs staff posted to the Washington embassy have been called home with immediate effect. Inti you see, Zade we akwakosi amagana for no muye juma Washington embassy ne kra nende omo aso be hye. Because most often no Washington embassy no muye juma no mu free Ghana. Eno mo akwakology ewo ho. Wati ase nti omuye juma ma Ghana na nso omo America. Nti bon ade we akwakosi no ende ya frɛ omo muye juma Washington DC embassy ho ni na se wo mo mbra Ghana. Ebe yo muye o. Ebe hye omo Saban fufuru abapa no oyejuma Washington DC America pana ya tuna back se won san sombra fiembra Ghana ebe shine rough. And this is why you see when I always say this, you can't tell me say, and I'm going to show you the reason why. You can't tell me say omo anomu yejuma Washington DC hono. They didn't know say na embassy na ewo hono. It was being run down. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Now the Inter-Americans ano, we will read reviews and then you see. This is why Debiano eyane ekase se obi di boni bia. Na wo hwe na se wo position bi na obetumi akasa akasa. Na wan kasa na asemba wonso otubetwi. And I won't say see ye no ebia na obi wo Washington DC ho na ono no ndi boni na so see ye no and ye boni fi America back to Ghana. Into number 3, the embassy's IT department has been promptly dissolved. Embassy no, you close your IT department. 4, all locally recruited staff at the embassy have been suspended. Oma ya fo mo ejuma wo embassy ho locally recruited staff ni na Ghana fo ya fo mo ejuma e wo embassy ho ni na ya suspend omo. 5, the Auditor General has been invited to conduct forensic examination of all transactions and to determine the total cost of this elaborate fraudulent scheme. Auditor General, ya freno, wombeye auditing, ni yenhwe sika sa nkrofo yi ewiaye. 6. Ghana's embassy in Washington DC shall be closed for a few days from today as we finalize the ongoing restructuring and systems overhaul. Inti ende Ghana embassy ya Washington hono. Ye closing it down. Ye restructuring for some few days. Near her systems no. Because se bibi se esi dia na se bia system ni mukra no. Ube kom no na bia boni bi esanso shem. Ti ye close embassy ni down totally. Near ye a total overhaul of the system. But see, any inconvenience these radical measures may cause visa and passport applicants is regretted. President Mahama's government will continue to demonstrate zero tolerance for more corruption, tolerance for corruption, naked conflict of interest, and blatant abuse of power. Blatant abuse of office. more updates soon. And so basically, this is what Okudzeto Ablakwa eba betroye. Na adie we ya Okudzeto Ablakwa eye no. Nanka ube susu say every well-meaning Ghanaian will sort of praise Okudzeto Ablakwa and say adepa ena aban na yeden aye. But me huni say some pro MPP people are speaking against Okudzeto Ablakwa say adenti na adie we yesi no moma Ghana enime guase because adie we no nimguase ebeba o man no die ntia na mo yesa MPP for they are not concerned about the fact say enkrofo yusu Ghana din ewo Washington DC embassy di bone omo die ne say die ntia na wo say ye close embassy ne down ebema Ghana ye nime guase. Let's read comments and see. Now here we are. I'll show you what I said. Say I'm going to show you now. Obi say this is truly a resetting experience. I say one day for the thief. I say radical measures indeed, but why? All Ministry of Foreign Affairs staff posted to the Washington embassy have been called home with immediate effect. All locally recruited staff at the embassy have been suspended. Who will man the shop after a few days? Into Bisa question say, oh Fred, Obia back. O sanso suspended Ghana for mu yejuma. This is a few days no hwamo ena ebe mane that particular place. And I think it's a good question, but I also believe that the foreign minister they probably know what they are doing. They have probably a team that will be managing the place after everything. What you say? No. I say this is the Okudzeto you guys demand that he resigns. Someone who is saving the purse. Who is saving the purse out and in government? Well, the corruption that happens under the SY government was crazy. Looting everywhere, home and abroad. Sack is not enough. Oral must work. Once I'm saying, MPP for the name so Okudzeto Ablakwa on resigning. Some of the pressure to on resigning. In fact, Ekoko release fake letter crowd susu say a letter so Okudzeto Ablakwa dien. But ni no. In fact, adiaze. In fact, na I think say maybe I'll let me write this down. Maybe I'll do I'll do an editorial on this. That's yeah. Maybe I'll do an editorial on this. So basically, this is what is going on. Let's read more comments. I say, please, you said last month that the new passport will cost 350 Ghana cedis, but this is the price I paid for it just last Friday. Please do something about it, honorable. Okay. Obi so say Obi the issue about say new passport you say cost 350, but Otia saying send Otia how many pages do you want? Otia saying did he pay 500? Okay. I see. Oh, because of one person, see number 2. Hey, one spoiled nut indeed spoils the whole nut. So you see nipa bako penti. And you see, I am constantly going to say this. I am always going to say this. Me say, there is always the reason why I me personally me believe in the Bible. And yeah, now focus the Bible no. A story, Bible near a story, Bible near so. The reason why me personally me believe in the Bible is say even if inyama what Bible nim, even if so and more say NC, even if inyama what Bible nim NC krana, you see there are moral lessons in the Bible and they affected the lives of people. That is why we say the Bible is a living word. So even if inyama what Bible nim enya no kware krana, inyama what Bible nim no up to lende it happens. And let me give you a perfect example. Hey, there be someone make can say what say krobi so na obi di bone na wan kasa say aketua ba wa woti kro ne so no say ebi sebi aketua no anka wo kra na kakra be fa ho. Let me give you a perfect example. You see, and I'm always going to go to this during the times of a prophet Jeremiah. When Jeremiah was warning the people of Israel, say bonia wo mu di no Nyankopon betu omoka nyame be mo akonkwa asumu nyame be mo akonkwa asumu embra na Jeremiah wo kasa ansem ni nina no na Israelfo na wo mu di bone no wo mu mfi no. There were good people in Israel but no mu mfi Jeremiah edu baby e de Jeremiah kra kwakwo share well mu a Nanko no kra nim say owu just because of ensempa na wo kaninti. Ahemfo ne nyama na na ewo ho no. In fact, edu baby no, omo ana omo ben ohene ne kra no. Omo ana omo ben ohene ne kra. Some of them knew say Jeremiah nsem a wo ka no. Ohene ne kra edu baby no, omo kra hu say Jeremiah nsem a wo ka na ba wom, but they were all afraid. Because the general view no nkrofo odi bone wo kro nim. Do you know what happened? Guess what happened? Emra ye befa Israel for ekwa ankwasom mu no. Ye de omo ye de. Ye befa omo koye. Nyankopon asem o kan say papa fo na ewo mu no. Ye de mo ko ankwasom mu a mo de mehwemo. Ankwasom no de mo beko. Now so papa fo na mo mu wo mu no. Mehwemo de. But at the end of the day, wo mo kra no efa wo mo ho. Because omo ko ankwasom mu. It is say omo ko ankwasom mu na nya mehwe omo kra na still na omunyo mo asase so se wote wangasa wasase so unya wo nti even though Nyankopon hwe wo mo ewo nkwasom ne kra no still kakra fo mo ho nti na de bia ye kan ye se wote community bi ne wo bi di bone a menhu ne se me de emfa me ho menhu ne se me de emfa me ho because at the end of the day asemba woka ho. Last time I told you a story of a farmer, the wife of the farmer, a snake, akoko, nintwie, any ekra. When you look at that story, no, akoko, a farmer, okieni, neyere, akoko, nintwie, ekra, any owo. And let me tell you that story again because it is a lesson I yes obiara den ehia de afrim. Farmer no kokofa ekra trap ebae. Ene ekra no kokoka kire akokɔ ne nantwie ene wowo say eh farmer no wakwa fra ekra trap abawo. Omo nina hu se eye ekra trap nti omo se na se de emfa ye ho ye de ekra trap no entumi nya ye nhwe una oye ekra nti wo na ode ekra trap abade ye wo na opeso okun. They were not concerned. Ena ekra no ni da ne ho so ena farmer ne set ekra trap no, but trap no ekokoche wo no. Ena farmer no ne yere ekọ se wo kọ head trap no odu wo no se aso owonim na owonim wuye ena wo no car farmer no ne yere ena ye de ne yere ne call hospital ye de ne yere ne call hospital no ena ebusuafo ba se wo mo ba besra ena farmer ne ka so nye adwane yere other hospital de yenye aduane ne emfa nkonkoma no. Guess what they did? Akukọ live soup eno mukun akukọ no. Akukọ live soup inti ade e ba ya na mu nyina aka se eye ekra no. Akukọ live soup eno mukun akukọ no. Inti na afei owo no emra trap ne chi wowo na farmer ne ye ba na wowo ne kan no. Owo no wowu ye yekun owo no. Inti owo na ewu. Ne yere ne so da hospital. Ebusuanfo aba yesi yenko sra maame ne wo hospital yenye live soup nko ene ekun akokọ no akokọ live soup nti akokọ ne nso kọ ekra na na omo kasa ye wunti ne de trap na ba nti ye de emfa ye hu no ekra na de owo ho owo ne kọ akokọ ne kọ ne yiri ne da hospital ho na omo beti se ne yiri ne nso ewu ena afi yesi ende eyi abefie dia ende abo e wo se yekun no eye nantwie ene ekun nantwie no nti nantwie ne ba bewu ye akokọ ne ba bewu ye owo ne ba bewu ye na still ekra no owo ho. Meanwhile ade ne baaye no obi enim say trap no eye ekra ne hunti ena trap ne baaye o ka kire wo mu a wo mu emfi no omo emfi no ade no omo na eka omo me de make can say if you are in a society and someone is doing something evil or something bad, you have the right to set things right. It might sound like I'm rhyming, but that is the truth. Listen, the reason why I'm saying say Omo a omo wo ho na ndɛ omo nyina omo to atwi. The reason why omo nyina to atwi just because of nipa baako any. Let us do this. Yenhwe Ghana Embassy, Washington D. And the abefo aba, right? Abefo aba. Enti ye Ghana Embassy, Washington DC. Let's look at maps. Okay, abefo aba enti bibi sa aba. Ye Ghana Embassy, Washington DC any. Okay. Enti abefo na aba no very simple. So opese okọ baabi a. Okay, obetumi akọ online na wahwe omo a womo akọ saa place no. Review a womo ama se emra womo kọ ho no. Ede na yede ye womo. Enti Ghana Embassy Washington DC any. Let's look through the reviews because out of 5 star, out of 5 stars no, ye momu 2.6. Na che say yama nkrofo 2.6 star, yama saa place with 2.6 na che say they are doing something terrible there. Into omo a womo akọ ho nina na ba betro online. Say place where they wo kwa hweye. And so let's read the reviews and see what Ghanaians are saying there. Share the number of people amma 1 star. It was our place no. Enya asem ketwa. Yen ready. Obi say, I am writing to express my feedback 3 days ago. Answer na minister no beba betro sa ade we no. Asem obi ba beka ni. Or say I am writing to express my feedback regarding my recent passport renewal experience. While I did receive my renewed passport as promised, I believe there is a need to improve communication, particularly concerning appointment scheduling. I made an appointment through your online portal and traveled from Florida to Washington for it. However, upon arrival, I discovered that the appointment date was a national holiday in Ghana and your office was closed. This oversight resulted in me missing my scheduled flight, incurring unforeseen expenses, and being unable to return my rental car on time. To avoid similar inconveniences for other applicants, I kindly request that appointment dates falling on Ghanaian national holidays be clearly marked as unavailable on the application website. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Nipakro we wamba no ntokwa so. Ono dia wo tre say at least na kamoma communication punye juma. Because moma ni free Florida eba Washington say wo be passport no odu ono national holiday. Mi wa mo anka ntre no. Car wo rent ya wo de ba ho wa boka. Was schedule a flight a car ne time kra no wa boka. But one fan is serious. One fan a big deal. But oka na wo mo hu say they should improve their service. Obinso say, can I give negative stars? Missed my flight today because it took them over a month to finish it. Rebooking cost me $692 for a much worse flight. The courier service was supposed to deliver it overnight. They picked it up Monday and it won't arrive until Saturday because they only started shipping it today, Wednesday. The embassy says to give them 15 to 20 business days, but they should say 30 to 40 business days instead if it is going to be this slow. The most frustrating thing was that I hardly received any updates throughout the process. Last I heard was on 4/29 that the visa was approved. So why did it take until 5/12 to have it picked up by the courier? If you are cutting it anywhere near close, definitely get the expedited visa. Over $600 just because of a year or more, a year very unprofessional. Where you gonna near one also tre na semo. Obi say, do not email. I did multiple times and never got a response. You'll just be wasting your time. They definitely do not answer the phone very often either. But if you call a lot, someone will eventually pick up. I had to call 44 times, repeatedly in order for someone to finally answer. Ask for Mr. Bright. If he's not there, ask to leave your name and number and for him to call you back. He's so helpful and nice and willing to do as much as he can. I eventually got everything back within 3 weeks of them receiving all my stuff. To be so tre, the omoma ni go through. Obia also onosoma 1 star. Also, do not go through the Embassy of Ghana for your visa. Expedited services have been 3 weeks and counting. Paid expedited services. I asked them to send my documents back, screw the my documents back, screw the visa. I had an extra return label mailed. No response. All of travel group documents were checked off. No delays. No delays. No delays there on our part. No one answers the phone in an attempt to email only a shipping department. In Maryland, number is given. They gave numbers that ring until voice notes and a disconnected number. You will not receive any compensation for paying for services not received. Our trip is in 2 days. Paid for expedited shipping 3 weeks ago, 7 days, and the embassy refused to send my documents, but back so I can receive my visa more efficiently at the airport. Do not use 7-day expedited services. It still takes more than 10 to 15 days. New York Embassy of Ghana returns visas as stated you pay for, as well as Canada. The best option is the airport for single entry visas. Oh, and even though you upload all your documents yourself before you can even finish the visa paperwork, it still takes time. It still takes them a long time. Obi also say, my experience was horrible. My trip was scheduled for 3/20/25, and I applied for my visa on 2/3/25 and did not get my visa, and they refused to give me a refund. We were in weekly contact with them via email and chat messaging on the website for an update on its possible arrival, which is the only way you can communicate. They do not take phone calls. Our passport was returned to us 1 day before the trip without the visas. I also was unable to get a refund with Go Away Travel. Even through it was out of control that I couldn't make the trip. I can't get in the country without a visa. Travelers, beware. So, you see, 1 star, a lot of Ghanaians giving 1-star review. 1-star review, 1-star review. Don't waste your time calling or emailing. Don't waste your time doing this. Don't waste your time doing this. A lot of Ghanaians. Look at the number of 1-star reviews. Show, look at the number. The number of 1-star reviews and Croforma. The number of 1-star reviews and Croforma. Look at the number of 1-star reviews people are giving. Intiende? Omo ye juma wo hono. Se affect you omo no more catch and say no mu nim say nipa edi boni a. Well, we will just direct them to the Google, right? Google page, you know. We will direct them to there, and then you go and see the review. And this is very helpful. I'm not going to lie to you. So Google for way, you know. That is how so person call lodge e wo hotel bia. And no say wa bo hotel ni din. No wa review. Ni we hu hotel na bia yesi omoduane boarding, yesi omoduane nye de. That one you have informed informed decision. Person call rent Airbnb and a restaurant bia. Na what you say? Wa ko review ni we hu de nkrofo ka. What you say? Obisi Olusu on missing a flight over $3,500 in hotel accommodations because of the incompetence of this embassy. I'm reading trail. Also, do not send your application to this embassy. Use any U.S. consulate or the Ghana embassy in Texas. I paid to have my visa application expedited, and it has been 2 months. I missed my flight and lost over $3,500 in hotel accommodations because of the incompetence of this embassy. Complete disgrace. Everyone is complaining about the same issue, and nothing is being done about it. It will hear someone walking, and you see the complaints. No, it has been the same. Every single person has been complaining about the same issue, and it looked like they didn't do anything about it. Obia wama 1-star bia etre. Some people even showed data, proof. Etre say dia wamo dia ye. But nothing was done about it. Intiende say effect no. It is sad. Because there will be some good people there, Ebiana, ya silence your mo, and Ebia wamaka honda by infi, but and there, akomo, and this is sad. I say, Charlie, everyone is stealing and looting this country as if there is no tomorrow. This was the similar strategy adopted by Edubuahin and diverted 5.5 million Ghana cedis. Charlie, this is sad. Montreal, your comment box, Nemo, Medasi.